Hi, friends of the planet. Miro here. Today, we're so excited to have Megan Glover with us, who is the founder and CEO of 120 Water. So, Megan, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
We're really excited to have you here because water infrastructure is very topical right now. The administration has a big agenda for this, and it's just a lingering problem that we need to fix in the United States. So we're really excited to have your expertise to tell us a little bit more. I wanted to ask, on a broad level, what does water infrastructure entail? Is it more than just the pipes that carry water to people's homes?
Yeah, I mean, when we think about infrastructure, think about it the way we like to think about it is everything from source water to tap water, which is massive, right? So much infrastructure bringing water from sources, sometimes plenishable, sometimes not, right? All the way into our water treatment facilities and then through the distribution, even into homes. So, when we think about water quality and infrastructure and aging infrastructure, it really is about the distribution system. So the pipes that leave the water treatment facility all the way through the tap that brings water into your home. So that's where most water quality issues arise. And when we think about infrastructure, it really is from when the water leaves that treatment facility all the way to the tap in your home.
Can you talk a little more to what the biggest shortcomings are in our current water infrastructure here in the United States?
I mean, when we think about water infrastructure, quite frankly, it's crumbling and we can't see it. And so that's why, unlike roads and bridges and other visible infrastructure, it's hard to really qualify the state at which, our water infrastructure is. But when we think about all of the leaks and what happened in Texas, right, with the massive water main burst because of climate change, all the way to the lead leaching problems in Flint and in many of our childcare and school facilities, it's because of aging infrastructure. And it's because we as a community or we as a nation have underinvested in what's in the ground, and materials such as lead weren't banned from household plumbing products until the early 90s. We are sitting on so much aging, harmful infrastructure, and only way to get rid of that harm is to get it out.
I mean, that's no small feat, but this is something that we have to do and we must do. And at 120 Water, you're using a lot of innovative and digital solutions to help cities and to help institutions achieve some of the solutions to our current aging and crumbling water infrastructure. So can you talk a bit more about what your company does and about the solutions that you are providing to your customers and your clients?
So at 120 Water, we are a growth stage company. We were founded about 5 years ago. Actually, I founded the company after the Flint, Michigan water crisis. And essentially what we do is we have a digital water platform. It's comprised of software, point of use kits, so kits that are used where water comes out of the tap, and services. And we really help government agencies, so the regulators and water systems, execute lead reduction programs. So these programs consist of everything from finding lead pipes in the ground to lead replacement programs to running the lead and copper rule, which tests water coming out of the tap, to helping our customers plan, manage, and execute lead and drinking water programs for schools and childcare facilities. So all in, we've done over 13,000 lead reduction programs across 27 states in the last 5 years. And our impact and reach is just under 11 million lives so far. So we've really been in the trenches probably more than any other entity in the US when it comes with lead and how do we find it, get it out, and help consumers know what's in their water.
That's incredible. And again, data-driven solutions are so key. And, if we're going to make investments and we need to have the numbers to understand what kind of investment that will take. And on that point, I wanted to ask, what kind of an investment do you think it will take for the United States to ensure clean and safe drinking water for every person?
I mean, I think the estimates in an ideal world is that infrastructure is $1 trillion issue if we truly want to solve it. I think the last estimate is there was over 10 million known lead service lines that need to get out of the ground. On average, those cost anywhere between $3,000 and $8,000 a pop just to get them out of the ground. That doesn't even cover the cost to identify them and verify them. So anyway, it's going to be a massive undertaking. I think the infrastructure plan from the Biden administration is an amazing start and will go a long way. But we are going to need to rely on modern science and modern tools to help that budget go even further. So again, you mentioned utilizing the data and predictive intelligence to help better identify the infrastructure. And while we're there, including the sensors to help us maintain and keep up that infrastructure that we replace. So that's how we're going to help those dollars go further and really help solve the problem. But yeah, I mean, conservatively, it's $1 trillion issue. We'll take whatever we get, to solve for it. These are massive numbers to repair our infrastructure.
I don't think we have a choice. I don't know how we maintain our competitive advantage in the 21st century if we're not providing clean drinking water. So it's wonderful that there are companies like yours and entrepreneurs like you who are helping really create the solutions to this big problem. And, hopefully that the Biden infrastructure plan is a down payment in that future. And there can be a lot of room for innovation like you're providing. So Megan, thank you so much for breaking that down for us. It's a big problem, but I feel like now we understand it a little bit better, and it's important to know the challenge that lies ahead of us. So thank you again. I hope we can talk to you soon in the future and see how your company is growing and the great things that you're achieving.
Oh, wonderful to be with you. Thanks so much for having me.
Great.